everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to use WhatsApp chatbot for scheduling travel appointments and bookings. So I run a travel agency and want to automate scheduling of appointments and booking confirmation via WhatsApp, enabling customers to book flights and accommodation without any human intervention. So here in this video, firstly we are going to create a chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if a user will send a message, an automatic reply will be sent to them. So if you also want to build this automation, then let me take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video I am going to show you how you can create a WhatsApp chatbot for scheduling travel appointments and bookings, and we are going to do this by just using Pabbly Chatflow. So here you can see right before you on my screen, this is the flow I have created, and not only this, I am going to save my data of my clients over the Google Sheet by just using Pabbly Connect. So now let's start building this automation, but before that I am going to show you the real working of this automation. For that, let's move on to my WhatsApp with me. So here you can see I have already opened my WhatsApp, and now I am going to enter a message over here. Let's say I am going to enter this message, that is book a flight over here. And as soon as I have entered this message, I am getting a welcome message, that is hello, welcome to XYZ Travels. I am your virtual travel assistant here to help you plan and book your perfect trip. What type of service would you like to book? And here we are getting a list. So now let's open this list and check the services. So here you can see we are getting two options, that is for the flight and the hotel. So now let's select our first option, that is flight over here, and after that let's wait for the response. And here it is asking me to enter the place where I am traveling to. So now let's enter the place over here. Let's say I am entering the place, that is Delhi, and here as I've entered the place, I am getting a message which says to begin the procedure of making booking to Delhi, please provide your full name. So now let's enter our full name over here. Now let's say I am entering the name, that is test user. And here as I've entered the name, now it is asking me to enter my email address. So now let's enter our email over here. And let's say I am entering my email as test@pabblytudes.com. So here I have entered my email, and now I am getting a thank you or the confirmation message which says your booking is confirmed for Delhi. We will send you the details shortly. So here you can see I am getting the personalized message, means I am getting the name of the city which I have recently provided to the chatbot. So this is the way our chatbot works. But I have told you that I am going to save the details over the Google Sheet. So now let's move on to my Google Sheet and check whether we have received the responses over there or not. So here you can see this is the Google Sheet. I have created name as booking details, and here you can see I am getting all the details which I have recently provided over the chatbot. So here you can see our chatbot is working properly and our responses are successfully saved over the Google Sheet. So you can also create a chatbot like this for your business by just using Pabbly Chatflow. Now for accessing the Pabbly Chatflow, you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is www.pabbly.com/chatflow. And once you will enter the URL, you will get the landing page of Pabbly. And here you can see we are getting two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click over this sign up free. But if you are an existing user, you can simply click over this sign in. But before moving on forward, I am going to tell you about Pabbly Community. So Pabbly Community is the platform where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and discover the latest features regarding using the Pabbly application. So you can also join Pabbly Community now and share your workflows and grow your business with us. So if you wish to join the Pabbly Community, you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to our Pabbly Chatflow again, and here I am going to just click over the sign in, as I have already an account on Pabbly. And as you finish your sign up, you will get this all Pabbly apps page, and here you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. And as I have already told you that I am going to use the Pabbly Chatflow for creating a chatbot. Now for accessing the Pabbly Chatflow, you simply have to click over this access now button, and once you will click on access now, you will get the dashboard page of Pabbly Chatflow. So here you can see this is the dashboard page of Pabbly Chatflow, and here you can see on the dashboard page these are the numbers I have connected to my Pabbly Pabbly Chatflow account. So you can also add your WhatsApp number by just clicking on this add WhatsApp number button. And once you will click on this add WhatsApp number, you can see we are getting two options, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. So if you want to integrate your WhatsApp number, you can simply click over this WhatsApp Connect, but if you want to connect with token number, you can simply click over this Manual Token Connect. And on the sidebar, you can see these are the features provided by Pabbly, such as inbox, contacts, team queues, templates, broadcast, flows, AI assistant, activity log, settings, and get help. So if you want to learn more about these features, you can find link in the description given below. And if you wish to create your own folder, you can simply click over this create a new folder button and create your own folders. And now, as we are going to create a chatbot, so for that we firstly have to create a flow. So for that you simply have to click over the flows on the sidebar, and once you will click on the flows, you will get the flow builder page. And here you can see these are the flows created by me. You can also create your own flow. For that you simply have to click over this add flow button. And once you will click on add flow button, you will get this flow page. And here you can see we can provide the name to our flow. So now let's provide a name to our flow here. So here I am providing it the name WhatsApp chatbot for scheduling travel bookings. Further, we are getting the option for the trigger. So you might be wondering, what is this trigger? So trigger is basically the work which is going to initiate your chatbot. So I want to initiate my chatbot as soon as a user will send me a message. So on the trigger event, you can see we are getting some of the trigger event, that is keyword rejects match, user start conversations, template selected, WhatsApp template delivered, contact added to contact list, custom field updated, and tag assigned. So here I am going to keep it as the same, that is keyword rejects match. Now, what is keyword and rejects? So keyword are the words which are going to initiate your chatbot. Now let's say I want to initiate my chatbot as soon as a user will enter a message, that is hello. So here you firstly have to type the keyword hello, and after that you simply have to click over the enter. After pressing enter, we have got our one keyword, that is hello. Now if someone will enter the keyword that is hello, our chatbot will be initiated. So here you are done with the keyword. Now let's move on further, and here you can see we are getting the option for entering the regex. So regex is basically the short form for the regular expressions. These are used for the specific user input, but if you want to trigger any message, you can enter regex like this. So here we are done with the regex. Now I'm going to send a message to my customer with the list. So for that you simply have to drag and drop, and here you can see we are getting many options such as text plus button, media, list, single product message, multi-product message, single AI message, and template. And as I'm going to send a list message, I will be selecting the list over here, and as you will select the list, you will get this list message. And here you can see in the list message it is asking me to enter the header, body, and footer for the list. So now let's provide a body to our list here. So here you can see in the body I have entered a message for my customers, and I have entered this sentence, that is hello, welcome to XYZ Travels, between these asterisk signs to make this sentence bold. And here I have entered a question which says what type of service would you like to book. And now I am going to add some items over this list. So for that you simply have to click over this add section, and once you will click on this add section, you will get a dialog box where you have to enter the section title. So now let's provide the title as service over here, and after that you simply have to click over this add items for adding the items to your list. So firstly I am going to add my first item, that is flight. You can also add many more items likewise, and here I have entered my first item. Now I am going to add one more item to my list. So again you have to click over this add items, and here I am going to enter my another item, that is hotels. So here we are done with the items of our list, and I have added 2 items, and you can add many more items likewise. Now as soon as my user will select the flight, I am going to ask some questions from my customer. For that you simply have to go to actions, and here you can see we are getting the option for ask question. So just select it and you will get the question action over here, and here you can enter the question you want to ask from your customer. Now let's firstly connect this flight item with this question note. Now as we have connected the flight item with the question note, now I am going to enter a question asking for the destination of my customer. So for that, let's enter our question over here. So here you can see I have entered this question which says where are you traveling to. So here I have entered this question asking for the destination of my customer. Now further we are getting the option for selecting the contact custom fields. So contact custom field is used to store extra information regarding the users. So here you can see these are the contact custom fields I have created. You can also create your own contact custom fields. For that you simply have to go to settings, and here you can see we are getting the option for contact custom fields. So just select it and create your own contact custom fields. Now here I am going to select the contact custom field as destination, and further we are getting the option for selecting the format. So I am going to select the format as any. Now if the user will answer this question, I am going to ask them another question regarding their name. So again you have to click over this ask question and we will be getting this question action. Now I am going to enter a question asking for the full name of my customer. Now let's firstly connect this question note with this another question note. Now I am going to enter the question over here. So here I have entered this question asking for the full name. Now I am going to select the contact custom field as full name over here, and the format I am going to select as any. So here we are done with our another question. Now if the user will provide the full name, I am going to ask them about their email. So again you have to click over the ask question and get your question action. Now again I am going to enter a question asking for the email. Now let's firstly connect these both question node with each others. Now I am going to enter the question. So here I have entered the question asking for the email. Now I am going to select the contact custom field as email, and the format I am going to select as email. And now as you will select the format as email, it will ask you to enter the number. So here it is basically asking you to enter the number of attempt you want to provide to your customer. You can also enter the validation message also. So here we are done with our questions. Now I am going to add a tag over here. So you might be wondering why I am adding tag. So tag is like a label that we stick on a contact so that we can quickly identify, segment and take actions on them later. So here I am going to add a tag name as booking created, so that in future I can know that these are the customers for which I have made the booking. So for adding the tag, you simply have to click over the add tag, and once you will click on the add tag, you will get the add tag action. Now let's firstly connect this question node with this add tag, and from here you can select the tag which you want to use. And if you don't have any tag, you can simply click over this create tag, and after that you can enter the name of your tag over here. So here I am going to enter my tag name as booking created. So here I have provided the tag name as booking created. Now I am going to simply click over this add tag button, and here you can see my tag has been successfully created. Now I am going to select my tag from here. So here I am going to select the tag which I have recently created, name as booking created. So now let's select it over here. So here we are done with the tag. Now I have already told you that I am going to save the details of my customer over the Google Sheet. So for that I am going to use Pabbly Connect. But before that, for connecting the Pabbly Chatflow and the Pabbly Connect, I am going to use this API request. So now let's select this action, that is API request, and we will be getting this API request action. Now let's firstly connect this add tag action with this API request. Now on this API request, it is asking me to paste the webhook URL. Now for getting the webhook URL, we have to visit Pabbly Connect. So if you remember, I have told you about the all Pabbly apps page where we are getting all the products provided by Pabbly. So I am going to use the Pabbly Connect over here, which can integrate different applications. So here we are going to integrate our application, that is Pabbly Chatflow and the Google Sheet. So for that we are going to use Pabbly Connect. Now for accessing the Pabbly Connect, you simply have to click over this access now button, and as you will click on access now, you will get the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect. So here you can see this is the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect. Now I am going to create my workflow, which will be connecting the Pabbly Chatflow and the Google Sheet. And from here you can see these are the folders I have created. Now I am going to use this folder, that is Pabbly Chatflow. So let's select this folder over here, and here you can see we are landed to this folder. Now I am going to simply click over this create workflow button, and as you will click on this create workflow button, you will be getting the option for selecting the workflow builder. So here you can see we are getting two workflow builder. First, which is beta, which which is modern, faster and more flexible, and another workflow builder we are getting is Classic, which will provide you stable and familiar approach. So here I'm going to use my Classic workflow builder. So for that you simply have to click over the select button and you will be getting a dialog box where you have to provide a name to your workflow. So now let's provide a name to a workflow here. So here I am providing it the same name which I have provided to my flow. Now from here you can select the folder which I have already selected, that is Pabbly Chatflow as my folder. Now you simply have to click over this create button and here you can see we are getting this pop-up that is workflow created successfully, and here we are landed to a workflow page. Now on this workflow page it is asking me to select the trigger. So you might be wondering what is this trigger? So trigger is basically the application which is going to initiate your workflow. So I want to initiate my workflow as soon as a new message is received over the Pabbly Chatflow. So are you able to think that I'm going to select my trigger app as Pabbly Chatflow? So now let's type our name, that is Pabbly Chatflow, and here you can see I'm getting the Pabbly Chatflow app. So now let's select this, and after that it is asking me to select the trigger event. So trigger event is the work which is going to initiate the workflow. So I want to initiate my workflow as soon as a new message is received over the Pabbly Chatflow. So I will be selecting the trigger event as new message received, and here you can see we are getting the webhook URL. So this is the webhook URL which we have to paste over the API request on the Pabbly Chatflow. So now let's copy this webhook URL and now let's move on to a Pabbly Chatflow, and here I am going to paste this webhook URL. Now it is asking me to select the method. So I am going to select the method as post as I want to fill the details over the Google Sheet. So here I have selected my method. Now I am going to paste the URL over here. So here I have pasted my webhook URL, and on the parameters it is asking me to enter the key. So I will be entering my keys over here, and the first key I am going to enter is destination, and after that it is asking me to select the contact custom field. So I will be selecting my contact custom field as destination over here, and after that I am going to add more field, that is full name, and after that I am going to select my contact custom field as full name over here, and at last I am going to enter my key as email. And now I have entered my last key, that is email, and now I am going to select the contact custom field as email again over here. So here we are done with our keys and the contact custom fields which we are going to add over the Google Sheet. So here we are done with this. Now we simply have to click over this test, and after that you can see we are getting the pop-up that is API request successful. Now let's move on to our Pabbly Connect and check whether we are receiving the response over there or not. So for that let's move on to our Pabbly Connect, and here you can see we are successfully receiving the response, that is response A, which consists of the three fields, that is full name, email and destination. Now we just have to set up our action. So action is basically the app or the application in which we want to perform some task. So I want to save my customers details over the Google Sheet. So I will be selecting the action app as Google Sheet over here. So for that you simply have to type the Google Sheet, and here you can see we are getting the Google Sheets option. So here I have selected the Google Sheets. Now we are getting the option for adding the action event. So I want to add the details of my customer. So I will be selecting the action event as add new row. So here we are done with our action app and action event. Now we simply have to click over this connect button for making the connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheet. So now let's simply click over this connect button for authorizing the application, and we are landed to the connection page. So if you want to build a new connection, you can simply click over this add new connection, and after that you just have to sign up your Google account and connect your Google account with this Google Sheet. Now as I have already an existing connection, I will be using this, that is select existing connection, and after that my connection has been selected. Now you simply have to click over this save button and our connection will be saved. And here you can see as I have clicked over the save, I am getting some of the fields. So I am going to map these fields over here. So here I am going to select my spreadsheet as booking details, and the sheet is already selected as sheet 1, and after that we are getting some of the fields for the mapping. So you might be wondering what is this mapping? So mapping basically makes the field dynamic, means you don't have to enter the data again and again. The responses will be replaced as the new responses will be arriving. So here I am going to map my destination from the response which I have received from the Pabbly Chatflow. So for that you simply have to click over this destination, and after that you simply have to click over this Pabbly Chatflow, and from here I am going to map the destination, and after that I am going to map my full name. So here I have mapped my full name also, and after that I am going to map my email. So here we are done with the mapping. Now we simply have to click over the save and send test request to check whether we are receiving the response or not, and here you can see we are successfully receiving the response. Now let's move on to our Pabbly Chatflow again, and now we simply have to click over the save button for saving the responses. Now we just have to set our status fallback. So status fallback is the final message which will be going to send to our customer. So for that you simply have to drag and drop, and here I'm going to select text button, and you will be getting this text button message. Now here you can enter the message you want to send to your customer. So now let's enter our thank you or the confirmation message for our customer over here in a personalized way. So here you can see I have entered this thank you or the confirmation message, and I have entered this $sign with the destination, which is the contact custom field which we have recently filled while asking for the destination of our customer. And here you can see in the first question we have selected this contact custom field, that is destination. Now as soon as our customer will provide their destination, this destination will be replaced in this thank you message. So this is the way we send personalized message to our customers. So here we are done with our flow. Now we simply have to click over the save button for saving our flow. So here you can see I'm getting this pop-up that is flow updated successfully, means we have successfully saved our flow. Now let's test this. So for that you simply have to move to my WhatsApp with me. So let's move on to my WhatsApp, and now let's firstly clear this previous chat, and after that I am going to enter a message over here. So here I have entered this message that is book flight, and here you can see I am getting my welcome message again. Now let's open this list and select the flight over here, and after that let's wait for the response, and here it is asking me to enter the destinations. Let's say I am entering the destination that is Goa, and after that we are getting a message which is asking me to enter my full name. So now let's enter our full name over here. Let's say I am entering the name that is demo user, and after that we are getting a message which is asking me to enter my email. So now let's enter our email as demo@pabblytudes.com. And here as I have entered my email, I am getting a confirmation or the thank you message. So here we are done with our chatbot, and now let's move on to the Google Sheet and check whether these responses are saved over there or not. So for that let's move on to my Google Sheet, and here you can see we are successfully receiving the responses. So here you can see the magic of our chatbot, which is successfully taking the data from your customers and even saving them in your Google Sheet. So this is the way you can create a chatbot by just using Pabbly Chatflow, and can save the data by using Pabbly Connect. So start using Pabbly now, and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations like this. Thank you for watching this video. So you can create many more chatbots like this by using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries you can write it on forums.pabbly.com. But if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Chatflow for free now.